Curran, the Donaghmore Ashbourne captain. He's Laura Forker in the middle of the field. 8 is Shane Media, and he's joined there by number 9, Brian Menton. On the half-forward line, 23 is Dara Mcgovern. Dylan Brady, centre forward, wearing 11, and number 12 is Theo Riley. On the full forward line, 13 is Sean Byrne. Andrew Tormey lines out the full forward, wearing 14, and number 15.
Alright folks, welcome along to Parktalton here for this Fairyhouse deal round 2 senior championship clash between Donaghmore Ashbourne and Ratoath.
Ben Weir is replaced by number 19, Brian O'Connor.
Let's just listen to the change there on the Ratoath team. I'll go through both teams now in a minute once Martin O'Halloran has finished going through the teams. Both teams just completing the last couple of stages of their warm-ups here in Parktalton. I'll go to the Donaghmore Ashbourne team. So in goal we have Andrew Culligan, number 2 Jason Bola, number 3 Earl O'Donnell, number 4 James Redmond, number 5 Evan Quinn. Coming in at centre back, wearing number 18 is Thomas Mcgowan. Number 9 is the captain Sean Kern, number 8 Shane Mealy, number 9 Brian Menton, number 10 James Crumlish is not playing, instead number 23 Dara Mcgovern. Coming in at wing forward, Dylan Brady 11, Leo Riley 12, Sean Byrne 13, Andrew Tormey 14, Michael Deegan 15. And the management team for Donaghmore Ashbourne, Mick Deegan, Leon Tormey and Stephen Waters. So Donaghmore Ashbourne there, springing the Mcgovern twins from the bench there in two super subs. So we'll see how they're getting on. I know Thomas is struggling with a hamstring injury, and Dara has been struggling with a knee injury for a number of weeks. So he hasn't played a lot of football this year, so he's brought straight into the lineup. But see how he gets on. On the Ratoath team, it's Dara McPartlin in goals, Sean Brazil number 2, Conor McGill 3. Wearing number 19 is Brian O'Connor, who's coming in for Ben Weir. Number 5 Andy Gerard, 6 Kieran O'Farrick, 7 Jack Flynn, 8 Ben Mcgowan, 9 Keith McCabe, 10 Dahi Mcgowan, 11 Conor Rooney, 12 Eamon Wallace, 13 Keane Rogers, 14 Brian McMahon the captain, and number 15 is Joey Wallace. So folks, I am on my own here up on the terrace here in Parktalton, so I'm looking after the stream and the commentary and the camera all in the one here. So at times during the game I may just have to check on things on the stream to make sure they're working okay. If that's the case, bear with me. The camera might be still for a little bit. I'll let you know either way, and the commentary might drop as well if I need to fix a few things. But we're all looking okay at the moment. Pretty strong signal. Hopefully you've a pretty clear picture there at home wherever you are watching from. Ratoath in their white jerseys today in the previous round. So this is the second round. In the first round, Ratoath had a comfortable win, 118 to 8 points over Dunshaughlin. That was played at Donaghmore Ashbourne's grounds as it happens, and Donaghmore Ashbourne had a 1 point loss to Navan O'Mahony's, 111 to 13 points in that game. So Ratoath in pole position in this group. Remember, 2 go through and 2 do go down into a relegation dogfight. So Donaghmore Ashbourne trying to get this win. A lot of things on the line here today, trying to get out of the group, but also the local rivalry between Ratoath and Donaghmore Ashbourne. Obviously, about 5 kilometres of a distance between the lads. You see the Donaghmore Ashbourne lads there just going in for a huddle. Just a couple of last words. Ratoath still working on a couple of things themselves. I saw Shane Kelly is a selector along with Brendan Murphy, Fionn Diver, Tony Quinn, Shane Duffy. Even amount of selectors there in Ratoath. But Brian Farrell is the main man, the manager, and I met Shane Kelly just before the game, and he wouldn't give me any inside information because probably knows I'm a Donaghmore Ashbourne man, but what he did tell me is that Brian Farrell was playing junior football himself this morning before he came to take his management duties with Ratoath here for the game. We won't have a scoreboard here today, folks. Again, too many things to be managing, but we will have a clock and we'll regularly show you the scoreboard here. Thankfully, we've the good electronic scoreboard here in Portalton, so that'll be handy. The lads are taking their places now, so Donaghmore Ashbourne will be considered underdogs for this, coming into the game off that loss to Navan O'Mahony's Ratoath, the 2 times Fairyhouse Steel senior football champions. Serious talented team, and coming into this game off a good win against Donaghmore. But the performances in training and the bite in training, I've seen it myself at Donaghmore Ashbourne, has been good, and there's an expectation amongst the lads that they could take a scalp here off Ratoath, and you never know what can happen in a rivalry game. But Ratoath certainly the favourites in this game, with plenty of inter-county talent, the likes of Joey Wallace, Brian McMahon, Eamon Wallace, backed up by lads like Jack Flynn, a great underage player, and for the under-20s this year will no doubt move beyond the senior team. I know he's on the panel recently, but he'll be on the senior team soon, I imagine, the way he's playing. So as the team's just lining up, as we get everything set here on the stream, Brian Menton and Shane Mealia. Shane Mealia back from a bout of COVID. He missed the last game due to that bout of COVID, but he's back now. As we wait for the referee to throw the ball in, we'll look at the structure of the teams. I see a few positional changes already on both teams. The referee has thrown the ball in. We are off here in the Fairyhouse Steel Round 2 championship game between Donaghmore Ashbourne and Ratoath. Here is Kieran O'Farrick. Plays the ball inside to Bryony Mack. Bryony Mack was very dangerous against Donaghmore in the first round game. Ball recycled all the way out to Eamon Wallace. Eamon Wallace to Keith McCabe. Keith McCabe switches the play all the way into that new man in, Brian O'Connor. There's a dangerous ball inside again. Bryony Mack providing that outlet ball, but once again recycles it all the way out. Here is a shot coming in from one of the Mcgowans, I think it is, and that's a great score. I'm trying to see who that is. Is it Dahi Mcgowan, their number 10? Apologies, folks. I am working the camera and trying to read the names for commentary as well. So a lot of what I'm doing is kind of relying. Obviously, I know the Donaghmore Ashbourne lads. I'm just relying on my knowledge of the Ratoath lads. So apologies if I'm a bit slow with some of the names or if I get some of the names wrong. Here's Dylan Brady looking for Andrew Tormey inside. Andrew Tormey uses his strength and size going against Conor McGill. Is there a foul there? Possibly a bit of a shout from the Donaghmore lads, but the referee waves play on. And Ratoath come out with it. Here's Conor Rooney, the centre forward. Gets it over to Andy Gerard. Gerard, a very good game against Donaghmore. Storming up the wing. Here's Eamon Wallace. Back into the middle to Gerard. He links a lot of the play and drives forward. Off the shoulder is Keith McCabe. Keith McCabe gets the ball inside. Here's the shot. And it looks like that has gone wide. And that shot came in there from Keane Rogers. Keane Rogers, really exciting player, good hurler as well. Played very well for Ratoath in the hurling final. Good short kick out from Andy Culligan onto Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne wearing 13 today, but he's going to be dropping back, trying to link the play. And back to front that time, the hand pass goes astray, looking for Leo Riley. Gerard cuts it out. Kieran O'Farrick, Faro, Guidor, Kunde, Donegal, Immert Lahaig, Ratoath and you. Shinakoni, Ratoath and Ishta, Muntorot. Into Bryony Mack. Bryony Mack. Jason Boland gets a hand on. And the free is awarded. Bryony Mack down. This could be a concern for Ratoath. He looks like he's going to be okay to continue. Just having a quick look at everything here on the stream, folks, while there's a bit of a pause. It's okay, apologies, game back on. Here is Wallace. Plays the ball forward into his brother, Joey Wallace, with the green boots on. Joey drops the ball into the hands of Andrew Culligan. Sean Kern, the captain, comes away with it, gets it to Shane Media. Media back to Iarla O'Donnell. Iarla, who's recovered from a cruciate knee injury in the last 2 years or so, to come back to take his place on the senior team. He's worked very hard to get back to full fitness. Here's O'Farrick marking Dylan Brady. Dylan Brady wins the free. O'Farrick gives that one away. To Shane Melia. Melia over to Lee O'Reilly. Lee O'Reilly pops it forward into Dylan Brady. Dylan Brady takes some contact. Brian Menton on the ball. Lee O'Reilly looking for options. He might have to run through the middle. He does try to run through the middle, but it's cut out well by Ratoath there as they recycled the bodies back. Here's Eamon Wallace. Eamon Wallace on Evan Quinn. Eamon Wallace, the 8th fastest man over 400 metres in 2019, I believe it is, in Ireland. This time marking Evan Quinn. Wallace doesn't get the shot away. Drops into the hands of Andrew Culligan, and that's a nice first, I suppose, psychological victory maybe there for Evan Quinn. The young man, only 20 years old, tasked with marking Eamon Wallace. Evan, a fantastic athlete, lovely fluid runner, and it'll be interesting to see how that battle goes for the rest of this game. There's Jason Boland, the man who did play with Fingal Ravens for years. I was actually playing for Fingal Ravens when Donaghmore Ashbourne lost the Leinster Junior final in 2007. He was on the other side. But he's transferred into Donaghmore Ashbourne. And here's Andrew Culligan coming up from his goal to take this free. I was watching him in training 2 nights ago, and he was popping these over from all angles, but as you know, it can be different in Portalton when it comes to game time. Let's see how he gets on. Strikes it really well and true to form. That's what he's been striking them like in training all the time, and he sticks it over the bar. Great score from Andrew Culligan. A great weapon to have when a goalie can score from distances like that. It makes a lot of frees very scoreable. You can see this movement. We'll zoom out a little bit to see the movement from the Ratoath lads. This time McPartlin goes long in goal. McPartlin, I think, was missing. Oh no, he did play the last day. Apologies, he did play in goals the last day against Ratoath. Here's Shawnee Byrne on his left foot. It looks like that's gone quite a distance wide. It wouldn't be his favourite left foot, would it, Sean? Well, let's get an angle here to see what sort of movement Ratoath have. We know Brian Farrell works a lot on the tactics. We'll see what type of runs they have. This time they just run it short, but Donaghmore Ashbourne are wise to it. And here is Dara Mcgovern, a man who hasn't played football in a long time but stays very fit and a good footballer as well. Here's Dylan Brady, sells a dummy, throws it onto his right foot. Again, not his favourite foot, and that's 2 shots in a row there from Donaghmore Ashbourne that maybe weren't the wisest of decisions. Lads shooting off their non-favourite foot. It is 1 point apiece here, folks. Apologies if I'm not showing the scoreboard enough. One point apiece here in Portalton. There's a long ball into the middle, batted down nicely by Sean Kern into the hands of Brian Menton. Brian Menton into Michael Deegan, I believe it was. Great pass there into Dylan Brady. Dylan Brady off the left foot, his more favourite foot this time, but it's dropping over the bar, and it is a good score from Dylan Brady. Better play from Donaghmore Ashbourne, winning the breaks. And a good pass from Michael Deegan. Michael Deegan, such an excellent kicker of the ball. Beautiful strike of the ball. And he finds Dylan Brady, who sticks it over the bar. Here's McPartlin going long over the far side. That was Dara Mcgovern there. Should have had that in his hands. Just maybe lapse in concentration for a while. That's Jack Flynn there, the number 7. What a game he had for the Meath under-20s in midfield, and what a prospect he is for the future. There's a long ball in. Joey Wallace nearly getting his hands on it. Ratoath do come away with it. Here's Rooney. Rooney lets the solo go, and Shane Media will clean that up pretty easily. He needs an option out the wing, though he doesn't get it, and instead they recycle back to Andrew Culligan in the goals. Oh, good tackle from Brian McMahon. Dislodges Irla O'Donnell, but Brian Menton comes away with it. Long stride of Menton. Donaghmore, you could either say they're being patient or they're being slow in their build up here. Maybe they need to drive the ball forward a little more, and now we do get the ball forward. It's almost plucked by Dylan Brady there over the head of Gerard, but there was 2 lads around him. One of them was Jack Flynn, who gets it forward. Ball switched over this side to Brian O'Connor. Looking for that pop pass inside to Bryony Mack. Bryony Mack, very dangerous. Playing a full forward for Ratoath. But Jason Boland doing well, not giving too much space. Rogers getting the ball off into his right foot, and what a score from Keane Rogers. Just manufactured that score out of nowhere. And Ratoath go, oh, it's 2 points apiece, apologies, yeah, after that score from Dylan Brady. 2 points apiece in this game. Andrew Culligan going long, tap forward nicely into the hands of Dylan Brady. In forward here, here's a chance at goal. Michael Deegan, he takes the point, he puts it over the bar. A really good move from Donaghmore Ashbourne there, and that's a move that Donaghmore Ashbourne have been working on, where James Redmond kind of runs on to the kick out over the top, and he palmed that nicely into the hand of Dylan Brady onto Michael Deegan, and the ball over the bar. 3 points to 2 after 10 or so minutes of this game. McPartner looking for a movement. Dara Mcgovern, or Thomas Mcgovern, will sniff that out easily. No, it's Dara Mcgovern. No, it's Thomas Mcgovern. Apologies, getting mixed up my numbers. Here's Brian Menton. Back to Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne with the shot, and it's over the bar, and it's a good score from Sean Byrne. And good work from Donaghmore Ashbourne. And Ratoath look a little bit confused and with the kick out. They're not getting the same amount of movement that we're usually used to seeing around the middle of the field. Will he go short this time? Dara thinks about it. He does go short, and it's Kieran O'Farrick who provides that outlet ball. O'Farrick was playing in that sweeper position against Dunshaughlin. Really covers that space well. Very intelligent footballer. Very tough as well. Here is Joey Wallace on the ball. Joey Wallace gets around James Redmond, takes the shot. And you wouldn't want to rely on the old umpires there to, if you're in a rush to get the flag up, but it is over the bar. And it'll be an interesting duel. Joey Wallace against James Redmond. 2 very, very fast players. We know Joey Wallace does a lot of sprinting, but so does James Redmond. He's done a lot of sprinting in his youth, and kind of newly came to football, but the athleticism he has been spectacular. So it'll be interesting to see how that duel progresses. Here it is again. Here is Joey. Joey onto his left foot. This time it goes up in the air. Irla O'Donnell gets a hand to it well, and into the hands of Jason Boland. Back to Brian Menton. Over to Dara Mcgovern. Joey Wallace getting the pressure on there. Here's James Redmond. Looking for the pop pass. Gets it into Sean Kern. Sean Kern always making himself available. Ball switched over to Evan Quinn. Evan Quinn has a mountain of room to run into. This pass goes astray. It goes out over the sideline. Kieran goes back to Darren McPartlin in the goal. Andrew Tormey. We haven't seen much of Andrew yet, but he'll be lurking around the square there, looking for those long balls in. Donaghmore Ashbourne dropping a man back, so Sean Byrne is wearing number 13 on his shoulders, but he's coming out around the middle, so they're leaving Andrew Tormey primarily inside. But you'll see Sean Byrne popping up with a number 13 on his back. This time they don't need him, as Donaghmore Ashbourne dislodged the ball, and here is Michael Deegan looking for a pass inside. He likes to kick long, but he might just have to hand pass it. No, instead he does find Andrew Tormey, but it's McGill who comes out with it, and the referee, I think that's a free out, the referee calls. McGill and Tormey have had many good battles over the years, and Tormey has always done pretty well on Cormac McGill, but maybe a ball into the corner like that mightn't suit Andrew as much as a direct pass, but it's another duel that will be interesting here today. Ben Mcgowan, one of the two McGowans playing today. Brother Gavin played at centre back for the team during the 2 championship reigns, and also an accomplished county hurler as well, but he's not here today, injured. I would assume is the reason why. I could be wrong there. That shot from Eamon Wallace coming in, bouncing into the hands of Andrew Culligan, and Donaghmore Ashbourne come out with it. Here's Brian Menton. Back to Andrew Culligan. Andrew Culligan, a fine orange bib on him. He has to wear that colour because Ratoath are wearing those white jerseys. So his goalie jersey is white. Here's Leo coming off the shoulder, gets the shot away. He likes the look of it, and it's over the bar, and it's good play here from Donaghmore Ashbourne after the first quarter, we'll call it. It is 5 points to 3 to Donaghmore Ashbourne. I see they have stopped the clock there, folks, so I'm actually going to stop my clock on the stream as well. So 5 points to 3. So the story of this quarter so far really is that Ratoath look a little bit sluggish, maybe just not coming to the pace of the game yet. Donaghmore Ashbourne just a little bit sharper so far. The shooting is quite accurate. Passing is quite good. Ratoath maybe not getting as much movement from the kick out, and that's been a factor. Dara Mcgovern in goal has been looking for movement around the middle of the field, and a lot of the kickouts have been won by Donaghmore Ashbourne. Donaghmore Ashbourne, a patient build up, playing the ball forward and getting the scores. Ratoath as always look dangerous inside. Bryony McMahon at number 14, he's a really effective outlet man, but he's getting the ball in the corner a little more. Against Shockland, he was getting the ball closer to goal, and he was able to turn and get the shot away. This time he's been shepherded well by Jason Boland into the corner, and no doubt Mick Deegan and Stephen Waters and Leon Tormey know the threat of that inside forward line for Donaghmore Ashbourne. It is Cian Rogers who's been doing most of the damage. I believe he has 2 points to his name for Ratoath. And 2 good scores they were, as the teams come back here for what we will call the second quarter of this game. I see Davy Gahan has commented there on the stream, possibly by accident. Davy, who was training the Donaghmore Ashbourne hurlers this morning, then had to go off to a mass at 10 o'clock, and now he's watching the game here live on YouTube on this Ideal Bathrooms Meet GA TV live stream. Here's McCabe. McCabe gets the ball forward. Cian Rogers on the ball again. 2 points to his name already. Donaghmore Mcgowan cycling back to Rogers. Rogers over to Andy Gerard. Gerard looking for options. Gets one off the shoulder. Great run from Jack Flynn. Pops it into Brian McMahon. What a hit! No, that's a poor decision. In my completely unbiased commentary, that's a very, very poor decision from the referee. A perfectly executed shoulder by Thomas McGovern there as Bryony Mack came in, and the free was awarded. And maybe there's with what John Small did in Croke Park, maybe referees are a little more hesitant to allow things like that go. But it is a free. The referee's final word stands. And it is a free. And I believe that is Mcgowan is going to take this off his left foot. Fine pair of white boots on him, matching the white jersey that he has. And it clips the post and goes over the bar. That's Mcgowan's second point as well. Let's see what sort of movement Andrew Culligan has out the field here. Chips that right out to the sideline and right into the bread basket there for Sean Kern. I think Bryony Mack nearly got the hand to it, but a pinpoint accuracy from Andrew Culligan, kicking really well today. Here's Sean Byrne, the man that I mentioned earlier, who's going to be sweeping across the middle of the field, and he'll let lads like Evan Quinn here filter forward and attack, and also like this man James Redmond. James Redmond pops it to Evan Quinn, the cornerback and the wing back linking up, gets it back to Michael Deegan. Deegan back to Dylan Brady. Brady fancies the shot and he sticks it over. Brady has brought the shooting boots today. He did have one wide off his right foot, but keep it on the left and Dylan will stick them over. It looks like he is sharp today. McPartland. Here comes the movement now. Oh, but he doesn't like it. He has to stall it. A bit of shouts from Donaghmore Ashbourne, thinking that it's taking a bit too long. This time he goes long, and that's good covering from Donaghmore Ashbourne, as they don't give any easy kickouts and force McPartland to go long. Sean Kern over to Sean Byrne. The two Seans, spelt differently though, Sean Shun. Sean Kern known as Shawnsy Kernsey in fact. James Redmond switches the play well over to Dara Mcgovern. Mcgovern sells a ghost of the dummy. Shane Media running through the middle. Back to Mcgovern. Mcgovern ball in, but Conor McGill is out in front. And he gets that one. Here's Jack Flynn. Jack Flynn plays it forward to Brian McMahon. Great pass from Flynn right into the path of McMahon. McMahon again not given too much space there to run at the defence. Here comes a shot from Mcgowan. Mcgowan. What a kick from Mcgowan. Excellent strike of the ball, and he puts that over the bar, and it is a score of 6 points to 5 in this game. And we have a good game of football breaking out here, folks. This is better play here in the second quarter. The referee talking to Dara Mcgovern, I believe, just maybe telling him either to settle down or to stop talking. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like there won't be a card brandished. He's just letting him know that he's not too happy with him. Culligan going short. Donaghmore Ashbourne getting those kickouts away quite effectively. Here's Jason Boland, the man who had his first child there about 2 months ago or so. But he hasn't missed the training since. One of the most dedicated men there is. Evan Quinn. Playing it back to Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne back to Shane Melia. Shane Melia, the primary school teacher in St. Declan's. Earl O'Donnell, the accountant with Upton Rhine. And Jason Boland trying to get on it there, but good work, good tackling from Ratoath, dispossessing Donaghmore Ashbourne there. And here's McCabe. Keith McCabe gets it forward all the way down to Joey Wallace. He's got Shane Melia and James Redmond around him. He has to recycle it out to Jack Flynn. Flynn looking for it off the shoulder, gets it to Mcgowan. Mcgowan will come right out the field. And you'll see the width that Ratoath go for here this time. They push lads right out to the wing, recycle it around, get a bit more space. Here's Eamon Wallace. Let's see, will he be able to run at the Donaghmore Ashbourne defence? No, his gaps are closed there. A real tactical battle going on here in Park Talton. Now we're told to try the other side once more to see if they can find a bit of space. Mcgowan over to Rogers. Rogers sells the dummy nicely. possibly a little bit harsh on that occasion. I thought he sold the dummy well, and maybe he was on his 5th step, but it is a free out to Donaghmore Ashbourne. And Sean Byrne striding forward. He's got James Redmond off, and James Redmond is tripped there. Should see a black card there if the referee saw it, and if he deems it to be deliberate. Let's see what decision he makes here. It is Joey Wallace. The green boots of Joey Wallace there. Did one of them trip up the green boots of, or the kind of luminous yellow boots of James Redmond? Yes, he did. So it is 10 minutes in the sin bin for Joey Wallace. And we'll see now what Donaghmore Ashbourne do. Who do they push forward, or what do Ratoath do? I see Keane Rogers coming out the field a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where the ball is. Okay, Sean Byrne has it. Gets it to Leo Riley. Leo. He missed the last game with a facial injury. Maybe his mouth wrote a check that his body couldn't cash. As Michael Deegan comes with the score, but it goes, well, sorry, I thought that was over. But it goes wide. McPartney looking for movement, not really getting it, but that's an excellent kick out from him, right into the hands of Keaton Cave. A bullet from him. There's plenty of space inside here for Eamon Wallace to run into, or Bryony Max, apologies, and off the shoulder is Eamon Wallace. Evan Quinn, anytime you see Eamon Wallace, you see Evan Quinn pretty close to him. Here's Bryony Mac, cuts it back inside, back to Eamon. Eamon hits it well wide. And will Andrew Culligan keep that in? Yes, he will. Andrew Culligan going all the way. His father Paul, a big Leeds fan, and Andrew, of course, a Leeds fan himself by extension. His father coached in the DDSL for a number of years, more so from the soccer background, but is now a converted GA man, of course. This is excellent play here from Donaghmore Ashbourne. Lovely, intricate play. Will it be finished with a score? Yes, it is. That's a great score from Donaghmore Ashbourne. Finished by Brian Renton. Really good hand passing, running through the centre of Ratoath. And Ratoath look like they aren't closing that space as much as we would have seen, for example, against Dunshaughlin. Ratoath man goes down to tie the laces. That's Ben Mcgowan, I think. Big midfielder. McPartney goes long. There's a free here. It's a throw up actually, because Kieran O'Farrick was in the D when that was taken, and in fairness to the ref, that is the rule. If there's a player in the D, it is a throw in. So a lapse in concentration from O'Farrick, the teacher. Will be given out to his students for a lapse in concentration like that. Here is Andrew Tormey in with Mcgowan. Tormey gets the big arse in, manages to dislodge Mcgowan. Mcgowan is still down, but Ratoath look to come away with the ball. There's two lads down. One of them is Brian Menton, and I think the other is Ben Mcgowan. Remember, Joey Wallace off for 10 minutes with the sin bin, with the trip on James Redmond, deemed to be a deliberate trip. And if anyone's looking for a good cup of coffee in Ashbourne, be sure to go to Colours by Design there in the middle of the town by the Bank of Ireland. Phelan Smith there, who plays with Donaghmore Ashbourne, will sort you out as well. He asked me to mention that on the stream. This is Ratoath coming forward. Here's Keane Rogers coming right out the field. I think he's moved out because to fill the numbers out the field as Joey Wallace is off. So they're probably going to run the ball a little bit more. Let's see if Donaghmore Ashbourne respond to that. Here's Rooney. Rooney with the shot, and I've just seen a lot of wayward shooting, primarily from Ratoath, the odd one from Donaghmore Ashbourne as well, but Ratoath just don't look like they're sharp today. Even allowing things like this, the kickouts going short, Donaghmore Ashbourne bringing the pace to the restarts and carrying the ball forward and having a lot of time on the ball as well, really not getting much contact on. Here's Shane Media, again untouched. Eventually, well, Leo doesn't even get touched either. Eventually here comes the contact, and Leo Riley switches direction. His brother Owen played for years, possibly watching out in Dubai at the moment. Here's Michael Deegan. Haven't seen too much of Deego yet in this game. A couple of nice passes. Here's Evan Quinn. Pops it into Dara Mcgovern. Dara Mcgovern thinks about the shot. Tries to thread something in. I think he was looking for possibly his brother Thomas as he strode forward. Taking the shot though, maybe get the scoreboard ticking over. But Ratoath come away with it. And look how deep Bryony McMahon has to come to gather this ball. Being tracked by Iarla O'Donnell. Dragged down, is he? There could be a suspicion of a black card here if the referee thinks that was deliberate. Remember, it has to be deliberate. The referee is going to talk to Iarla O'Donnell, and possibly the numerical advantage that Donaghmore Ashbourne had isn't going to stand. No, it's not. I do hear some shouts of a black card from the far side of the stand. Ratoath cycle with this one, go back. Again, just a bit static from Ratoath. Not getting the same amount of movement that you'd usually see. And this time Adam Gerrard goes down and he takes too many steps. Again, I feel that's not Gerrard's fault. He just didn't have options on the ball. He does go down and stays down. But you could argue one way. It's either not enough running from Ratoath or good work from Donaghmore Ashbourne covering up those runs, and on that occasion getting the pressure on the man in possession. And that's something that Donaghmore Ashbourne have worked on, pushing up on the opposing teams, not sitting back. And it seems to be working well so far. Donaghmore Ashbourne 7 points to 5, 2 points ahead after 29 minutes in this game. And a quick shout out to Buckle FC, the lads at home. Hope they're enjoying the game so far. Here is James Redmond. Gets it over to Michael Deegan. Redmond looking for the return pass. Will Deego go for the score? Is he looking for... Oh, he just sticks it over the bar. Swings the left foot at it. And why not when you can do that? Great score from Michael Deegan there. And Ratoath, again, just giving the lads a little bit too much time on the ball. This time Ratoath do get the kick out away easily. Here's Jack Flynn, man who's put on a serious amount of bulk in the last 2 years. Obviously as he's growing as well as a factor, but really filling out to a big man and an excellent footballer as well. Here's Brian O'Connor, wasn't named on the starting team. Gets it to Brian McMahon, back to O'Connor. He's named and listed a cornerback, but seems to be playing out around the middle, maybe in the half-back line. Eamon Wallace switches the ball over to Sean Brazil. Brazil to Ben Mcgowan. Ben Mcgowan thinking about the run. Tackle from Michael Deegan. Deegan out to Eamon Wallace. Eamon over to Conor McGill. Give you a zoom out here to see what's happening inside a little bit. You can see a little bit static, a lot of bodies back there. Again, Sean Byrne, you can see him there covering across the middle well. It's a good crossfield ball though. Here's well cut out by Brian Menton. I thought that was going over his head, and Bryony Mack was waiting inside, but Mento taps it down nicely. Here's Shane Media striding forward. Gets it to Dara Mcgovern into Andrew Tormey. First time Andrew Tormey has the ball in his hands from play with a bit of space. He's looking for the score. Will it curl in? No, it won't. Just didn't catch that one the way he normally does. Normally he catches them really sweetly and they curl in. But good, encouraging play from Donaghmore Ashbourne. And this time, Ratoath kicked the ball straight to Sean Kern. Ratoath at 6s and 7s with their kick out. The shot coming in and it's dropping over the bar. Andrew Tormey gets the fist to it. Really intelligent play. Following in the ball, gets his fist to it and puts it over the bar. It is 9 points to 5 at half time. And you can see there, really strong performance from Donaghmore Ashbourne. Really impressive stuff. If anyone has any comments there at half time, obviously keep them PC and educated. But I read them out. I see you can just see there 9 points to 5, 4 points in the difference. I'll be honest with you, I didn't track when Joey Wallace got the black card, so I'm not sure if he'll be coming straight on for the second half or not. But I'm sure Ratoath will be keeping an eye on that one. I'm going to take a quick break here, folks, just for 5 minutes, just to check on everything on the stream. I think we have a pretty solid stream for the first half, everything working okay. I'm just going to double check, make sure everything is okay. I'll just put up a screen for half time, and I'll be back with you in around about 5 minutes or so. Right, folks, we're just getting ready here for the second half. Anyone new joining us, it is 9 points to 5 to Donaghmore Ashbourne, and the ball is thrown in. Dylan Brady wins that first breaking ball. Off the shoulder is Evan Quinn. Evan Quinn could have taken the ball on a little bit, but recycles it right back to Sean Kern. And Quinn was on the under-20s panel, but lost out then once the management changed. But a really, really good footballer. Very calm on the ball as well. Here is Michael Deegan, speaking of calm on the ball. Hits a shot with his left in towards the goals and bounces around a bit, and there's a soft free out. Maybe I'm a bit biased in that opinion, but it was Kieran O'Farrill who was fouled by Sean Kern. Back to Dara Mcgovern. Dara Mcgowan. McGowan's have that sort of permatan nature for them. Larry McGowan would have a bit of a permatan himself, of course. Here is Jack Flynn. Looking for options inside is McCabe, sorry. Keane Rogers, Andy Gerrard on the ball. Again, not much happening inside for him. You can see the way Donaghmore Ashbourne are kind of bottling up that inside. Here comes the pass. That's a great pass into Joey Wallace. Joey Wallace with the shot off his right, and it's over the bar, and that's what someone like Joey Wallace offers you. He can just spring that run out of nowhere. He gets it onto his right foot and he sticks it over the bar. Let's see if Ratoath can do any better on the Donaghmore Ashbourne kickouts in this half. No, they go short to Sean Byrne. Remember, he can't go back to Andrew Culligan. He doesn't. And Donaghmore Ashbourne get a chance to launch another attack. Iarla O'Donnell. Go back to Jason Boland. Over to Andrew Culligan, to Sean Byrne. Here is James Redmond. Again, slow build up. Over to Dylan Brady, the outlet ball. Brady playing really well, giving Kieran O'Farrill a hard time. Into Thomas Mcgovern. Mcgovern over the shoulder to Michael Deegan, or off the shoulder even. As Sean Kelly used to say, off the shoulder. In towards Shane Mealia there. Claims for a 45, and it is a 45. And it'll be Andrew Culligan who'll make his way up for this one. And half time, Pádraig Durkin says, on the moors. It's Pádraig Durkin, the man who's played for many years. He's in goals for the 2007 Intermediate Championship win. Now looking after the Acorns, and his son Niall started in the Gael school this week. So congrats to him. Andrew Culligan struck a lovely one from a similar position in the first half over the other side of the field. Let's see how he gets on with this one. Looks like that could be dropping short. And Tormey's under. McGill gets the fist up. There's men under. There's bodies everywhere. Ratoath do come away with it. And here's Jack Flynn striding forward. Very powerful athlete. Very hard to stop as he strides forward with the ball in towards Joey Wallace. Joey Wallace. James Redmond behind him. McGowan into Eamon 1-2 with Ben McGowan. Ben McGowan, here's a chance at goal for Ratoath. Too many 1-2s. Is there? No, there isn't. Is that a square ball, referee? Sure if it... Oh, it was. He did call the square ball. He did call the square ball. Sorry. Or did he? I'm trying to listen to what's going on here, folks, to find out if it is or isn't. And it's called a goal. It is called a goal. I don't have a replay here, folks, so I can't tell you. On the YouTube stream, you probably can. So if anyone's watching and wants to tell me and go back 5 seconds or whatever it is, in 10 seconds, they'll probably let me know if it was in the square or not. But it doesn't matter, it stands. It is a draw game here in the Fairyhouse Steel Senior Football Championship game on the Ideal Bathrooms Meet GATV live stream. That ball from Evan Quinn just over the head of Dylan Brady. Farrick plays it into the middle. Eamon Wallace coming off the shoulder. And passed in, nice 1-2 with Eamon Wallace. Wallace looking for a goal, and is it 2 goals in a row? It's over the bar. And that is, I believe, that's Conor Rooney who scored that one. And in an instant, Ratoath are in the lead after being 4 points down. 4 points down coming into half time. They are now 1 point in the lead. Andrew Culligan requiring some attention. Joseph McGueen says he doesn't think it was a square ball. Thanks, Joe. That's fair enough. So right decision from the referee, according to Joseph anyway. And Jason also says not a square ball. He's not sure it was a legit hand pass. Definitely took a lot of steps in the build-up. Well, I suppose that's a common feature of the game where a lot of steps are taken. And Richard Donnelly says VAR checking, goal for Ratoath. Thank you, Richard. Okay, looks like it's confirmed that it wasn't a square ball. Right decision from the referee and from the umpires. Ball goes short from Andrew Culligan into Thomas Mcgovern over to Brian Menton, all the way over to Jason Boland. Jason Boland looking for options, needs someone to hand pass it to. And the judge have taken too many steps, pushed after the ball there though. A few rolls there from Jason Boland. Just maybe trying to delay the play a little bit, that's fine. Give his team a chance to retire a little bit. Here's Joey Wallace. Joey Wallace over to Eamon. Eamon plays it all the way back to Gerard. A really impressed with Gerard the last couple of games. Very calm on the ball. It's sort of that outlet ball. He's always available and always does the right things. Always does the simple things and does them well. Jack Flynn there tried to show some fancy feet, but not fancy enough for Dara Mcgovern. He shows his own fancy feet there, does McGov. Over to Lee O'Reilly. Gets tackled from behind and just needs to let the ball away a little bit earlier. And Quinn trying to get some challenge on there, but Ratoath on a bit of a break here. Here's Bryony Mack. We haven't seen too much of Bryony Mack, but there we've seen enough in that instant to know that he still has the shooting boots on. Sticks it over the bar. And Ratoath are 2 points in the lead in this game. So Ratoath have come out firing in this second half. There is no doubt about that. What a kick from Andrew Culligan into the breadbasket there of Thomas Mcgovern. Dylan Brady going at Kieran O'Farrick, winds the left foot at it, but pushes it to the left and wide. Let's see if Ratoath have a bit more success from their kick out here in this game, in the second half. Parkland going down for Dahi McGowan, but a push in the back there, I think, from Irla O'Donnell. And here's Keane Rogers putting inside. What a score from Keane Rogers. It's over the bar, yeah. Rogers, very, very accurate player. Wearing a pair of kind of goldy boots. A lot of flashy boots going on here today. No such thing as normal black boots. Oh, it was a 45. Apologies, folks. Sometimes when I'm looking through the camera screen here, I don't always see which way the ball goes, but it looks like it is a 45 for Ratoath. It's going to be Dahi McGowan to take this. Long run up from McGowan, just kind of walks around in a circle. See what the strike is like. That's a great strike from Dara Mcgovern. With that kind of straight strike you'd see from Cluxton or Andy Culligan as well. Impressive strike from Mcgowan. Culligan looking for options, sees Evan Quinn. What a pass. I thought it was right in the hands of Quinn, but it ended up not being. It ends up as a sideline though. Sean Kern looking for options. Ratoath wondering how long he's going to take. And Deirdre O'Donnell provides the option. Here's Dylan Brady. There could be a break on here. At Donaghmore Ashbourne striding forward. Brady pops it over to Digo. Michael Deegan with the shot, and it's over the bar, and a badly needed score for Donaghmore Ashbourne there, as they bring it back to 1 point in it. Just to show you the scoreboard there. Oh, 2 points in it. Apologies, folks. I must have missed the score there for Ratoath. They were 3 points in the lead. Now they're 2 points. Now this is the same incident as we had in the first half, whereby the referee has called for a throw-in because people weren't outside the D. He's being consistent, in fairness to him. Flynn and Andrew Tormey go for it. Pops back to Dara Mcgovern. Dara Mcgovern gets half blocked down. Farrig had it in his hands. It was dislodged. Ratoath come away with it. Gerard, great pass from him into the path of Eamon Wallace. Eamon Wallace, another good pass from him into Cian Rogers. That looked like good defence to me. It was adjudged to have been a push in the back. And a good few people letting me know that it wasn't a square ball. Sean Noon, Phelan, Owen Caffrey, all these lads telling me it's better than having VAR, all these lads, so you can get the opinion of everyone straight away. So a legit goal it was. Here is Joey Wallace taking on James Redmond, two of the fastest men on this field today, along with Eamon. Here's Flynn. Pops it over to Gerard. Gerard into Ben Mcgowan. Back to Gerard. Dahi Mcgowan. This is a feature of the modern game, I suppose, where a ball is recycled back and forth as they're looking for options. That's a good run from Cian Rogers, spotting a bit of space, and an excellent ball inside in towards Conor Rooney, sorry. And you have to be impressed with that sort of play from Ratoath. Really patient. Looked for the gap. Inside runners. And they scored their second goal of this game, and you feel like Donaghmore Ashbourne need to get on the score sheet very quickly and need to get a goal in this game, because Ratoath look effective. Andrew Culligan looking for Brian Menton. Was he pushed in the back? No, he wasn't. Apologies, folks, just checking the stream there quickly. Here's the goal scorer, Conor Rooney. Eamon Wallace now on the ball. Takes those little solos sometimes where he crouches over and the ball barely really moves between his hands and his foot. At that time, Jack Flynn looking for Rooney again, but it goes wide. Short kick out from Andrew Culligan. Donaghmore Ashbourne getting those short kick outs away. They've worked on them hard in training. Leo O'Reilly, I don't think it was his fault. He just maybe a good play by Kieran O'Farrill getting in front of him. It's a drag back there on Eamon Wallace by Dara Mcgovern, and it is a free in to Ratoath. So the score is 2-9 to 10 points. Ratoath 5 points in the lead. And we have a substitution here for Donaghmore Ashbourne. It is James Crumlish who is coming on, or is he? Oh, he has to get the slip in. We'll see who is making way. It's Leo Riley who's making way. Leo Riley who missed the first day. And he comes off, and it's James Crumlish. James Crumlish with the dancing feet. Best man to throw a sidestep I've seen since Ja Fallon.
Substitution, number 12, Leo Riley, is replaced by number 10, James Crumlish.
And that's a well-struck free from Brian McMahon. Jason Boland keeping him quiet today, but he has a couple of scores to his name. Oh, as Donaghmore Ashbourne just a little bit lackadaisical on that ball. The ball came short, and Eamon Wallace with the shot, and it's tapped over the bar, and another score for Ratoath. And it's all one-way traffic here in Port Dalton on this Fairyhouse Steel round 2 clash on the Ideal Bathrooms Media TV live stream. And we'll take a quick pause here for the water break. Checking everything on the stream here, folks. All seems to be going pretty well. Good strong signal here in Navan. Sometimes it's not always as strong as I'd like it to be. So it'll be interesting now to see, does Brian Farrell, if Ratoath are still in the lead, 7 points in the lead, does he start to look at his bench? Who can he bring on? Does he get some time into Cian O'Brien, Dara Kelly, Cian Kelly, good young footballer too? Or does he stick with what he's got on the field? And as well, what can Donaghmore Ashbourne do? Is there any change they can make? Kevin Fenton started the first day against Dunshaughlin. Stephen Carton did as well. Can those lads come on and make an impact? Jamie Brown as well is another very good young footballer who's been injured throughout the year. He hasn't had much football at all. He could be an option that they might spring off the bench.
Number 23, Cian O'Brien, replaces number 19, Brian O'Connor.
You have to be impressed with that commentary there, calling that substitution.
Replaced by number 24, Byrne.
Cian O'Brien is coming on, and so is number 24, Porrick Byrne. Joseph there just asking what's the score. So as you can see there, 2-11 to 10 points. And Paul Hennessy asking as well. So there you go, Paul. 2-11 to 10 points. Apologies, folks. I usually have a scoreboard on this stream, but I'm managing everything here today, so I wasn't able to update the scoreboard during the game. Here's Sean Byrne. Crowded out by Ratoath lads. It's good play from Earl O'Donnell. He had to go through. He had no choice. He needs support now. He does get it in the form of Shane Mealia. Shane Mealia back towards James Crumlish. James Crumlish, who's wearing number 10 but has just come on the field. Didn't start the game. Pass just goes slightly astray. And Ratoath have it back. Here is Brian McMahon. Brian McMahon looking for blood. Popped across the goal. Over to Donaghmore Mcgowan, but just slightly over his head. Very hard to get it over the 6'5" frame of Donaghmore Mcgowan, but it was a little bit high. And Donaghmore Ashbourne come away with the ball. A let off there. Here is Dara Mcgovern. Looks quite lively despite his long layoff from football. Hasn't played in a good 2 months or so. Sean Byrne looking for James Crumlish. Threads the ball nicely to Evan Quinn. Evan Quinn needs someone off the shoulder. Gets Brian Menton off the shoulder. Mento with the shot. That's over the bar. And that is a badly needed score from Donaghmore Ashbourne. Joseph asking if I'm doing the Simonstown game. I'm not doing the Simonstown game, folks. This is the only game we're streaming. Ball out, Sean Kern under that one is fouled. Possibly a soft one there, but the referee, Judge Keith McCabe, to foul that one. Try to take the free quickly and the referee will pull it back. Will Andrew Culligan come up for this one? No, he won't. It's Michael Deegan. He's going to take this one and he goes short to James Crumlish. James Crumlish, watch these feet. There they go. Good defence though from Ratoath. Popped in towards Iarla O'Donnell. Iarla, is he going to be cut out? No, I thought that was going to be cut out by the Ratoath man. All the way over to Dylan Brady. Dylan Brady into the corner to Evan Quinn. But Ratoath come away with it. Here's Rogers showing good pace in towards Joey Wallace. Joey Wallace. Let's see who's the fastest of these two lads now. Redmond kept up with him there, alright. Joey Wallace had the free, had the advantage, and cleverly just said, I'll take the free there, ref, that's fine. Intelligent play from the experienced forward there. David Dowd reckons Kiersey, the burner, should get the call up to Donaghmore after his performances for the juniors last night. Then maybe a good addition to any team. In the meantime, this ball coming in, caught on the line by Iarla O'Donnell. Great to see Iarla back playing senior football. Sean Byrne has got a lot of possession today. It's James Crumlish getting around two men well. Ratoath, you can see they're putting a lot more pressure on Donaghmore Ashbourne. They were standing off in the first half, but you can really see they're getting, two men every time, not letting a handy ball be passed in. Just as I say, Sean Kern has a bit of time there to pick the pass, but Conor McGill gets out in front of Tormey, and it is a free out. Niall McCabe asking what I do the Simonstown game. No, sorry Niall. Enough places to be, people to see. Here's Eamon Wallace. To Jack Flynn. Bryony Mack coming out the field a little bit. Something he does with the Meath Count team a lot. The ball in from Eamon Wallace, cut out well by Jason Boland, of course. Iarla O'Donnell showing nice feet from here, lad. He puts the spin move on as well. In towards Shane Mealy. Shane Mealy back to Jason Boland. Could go back to Mealy. Does go back to Mealy. Will he swing that stiff left foot at it? No, he won't. He'll come back. He needs someone off the shoulder. He gets it in the form of Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne with the shot. Where's it gone? Oh, it's batted down and it's adjudged to have been wide. There the referee says.
Donaghmore Ashbourne substitution. Number 18, Thomas Mcgowan, is replaced by number 25, Jamie Brown.
As I mentioned at half time, again, Jamie Brown is an excellent player for Donaghmore Ashbourne, who missed a lot of the season, had to get was in a walking boot for many weeks, and has just had a couple of weeks training behind him. There he is, and he comes on for Thomas Mcgowan. He's only about 18, 19, but he's a unit of a lad, a bit like the man who was down there, Jack Flynn. He's only about 20 years old, but another unit. Young lads these days must be eating very well around the Ashbourne Ratoath area. Although Jamie used to work in Burger Box in Ashbourne, he mustn't have been eating too many of those burgers to stay as lean as he does. Ball caught in the middle of the field by Donaghmore Ashbourne. Here's Dylan Brady. Lively in the first half. Off the shoulder is Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne met by Kieran O'Farrick. Turned the other way. Back to Shane Meath. More possibly need to recycle this a little bit. They try to go through the hands instead. Maybe shouldn't be trying to go through the middle like that. And drag down. We have another black card here. I don't think it was on purpose from Kieran O'Farrick. It depends on the referee's interpretation. He doesn't think it was on purpose either. So it is just a free to Donaghmore Ashbourne, just to show you the score, folks. Apologies, I keep forgetting to show you the score. 6 points in it, 2-11 to 11 points. Michael Deegan strikes it well, strikes it over the bar. 5 points in a difference. This is better recently from Donaghmore Ashbourne. They survived the onslaught from Ratoath in the opening 10 minutes, and they've managed to stem that in the last 5 or 10 minutes or so, and they've come back into the game. 5 points in. It's still a long way to go though, and Ratoath always dangerous. Here's Flynn and Mcgovern. Dara Mcgovern does really well. He's tripped there by Flynn. Flynn not happy with the umpire for some reason, not quite sure why. Or the linesman, apologies. Here is Dylan Brady. Takes on Kieran O'Farrick. O'Farrick stands his ground really well though. Here's Jason Boland. Jason Boland with the shot from corner back. That would have been an epic score, but it's not, unfortunately. It is wide. I feel maybe Donaghmore Ashbourne need to bring Andrew Tormey out of full forward. Get him on the ball. Get him running at the Ratoath defence. The ball isn't really going into him. Donaghmore Ashbourne are running the ball a lot more. So it would suit, I think, to get Andy on the ball. There's Dylan Brady. Let's see what Dylan does. He takes the shot. Is Andrew Tormey under it? He is. Gets a fist to it. Just as I say, Andrew Tormey should be brought out. Nearly pulls off a fisted goal. Jamie Brown working hard here to get back. Ratoath working the ball through the hands. Mcgowan. That's just going straight, but manages to get it back. Taking on Iarla O'Donnell, getting in front of him, and what a score for Dahi Mcgowan. He's had a serious game today, has Dahi Mcgowan. Just seems to glide over the ground and finishes that well and sticks it over the bar. And Ashbourne getting the ball out. James Crumlish skipping past a tackle easily there, looking for the kick pass forward. Here's Dylan Brady. It's been a really good battle between these two, Brady and Kieran O'Farrick. Jason Boland takes the free quickly to Brian Menton. Menton going long, looking for Andrew Tormey. Tormey taps it down nicely. You know, I thought it was a chance there for Jamie Brown to come in for that. Here is Flynn. Joey Wallace. Joey Wallace, remember, had the sin bin, so he's 10 minutes fresher than everyone else. The Ratoath man goes down there. Just kind of saw that out of the corner of the screen. I'm not quite sure what happened. Ratoath are going to be happy to kind of retain possession here, just play around with it. One of these things that I think maybe a shot clock in Gaelic football would be a really good addition for the game, just to ensure people move the ball quickly and try to get a score forward. That's a good ball in and a well caught ball from Keane Rogers. He'll get a chance to take his mark.
Number 23, Dara Mcgovern, is replaced by number 22, Stephen Carton.
So we have Stephen Carton, number 22 on.
And the Ratoath team, number 9, Keith McCabe, is replaced by number 25, Tom Fadden.
So Tom Fadden, 25, is on for Keith McCabe. So Stephen Carton is on. His brother Connor, of course, missing from this game because he got sent off in the previous game. I think he was questioning the optical abilities of the referee, and he received a red card, so suspended for this game. A big loss because he's playing really well this year, and is missed here today. he'd no doubt be in line to pick up someone like Joey Wallace or Bryony Mack, someone like that. But still plenty to play for in this game. 6 points in it, 2-12 to 12 points. But only about 4 minutes to go in this game, so limited time left. Donaghmore Ashbourne need a goal. Stephen Carton thinks he was fouled there. Ratoath work back into a corner. Farrig doing well right the way back to McPartlin. And let me know your thoughts, folks, how you think this game has gone. I'll read out a few of the comments at the end, provided they're all PC, of course. Adam Brady wondering if there's any COVID parties in Ratoath later. Well, they look pretty fit in the second half, so maybe they had a bit of that Tyrone COVID. You never know. And Ratoath is taking some time there, and it really looks like this game is all but over. Ratoath in possession. Can Donaghmore Ashbourne maybe nab a goal and try and get the next possession? Sean Kern snoozing here as Dahi Mcgowan makes that run. And Sean Kern makes up for it really well and dispossesses Dahi Mcgowan and gets the ball back for Donaghmore Ashbourne. Donaghmore Ashbourne need to push this forward, go all out now, get the ball inside. Stephen Carton on the ball. He's just come on, pops it to Dylan Brady. Dylan Brady has advantage with the free. James Crumlish, the referee, gives the free. That's Michael Deegan who's going to take this one. He might have to lob it into the square, I imagine, with 30 minutes gone at this stage. You can see Ratoath filtering the bodies back. Deagle outside of the boot, sticks it over the bar. Good score. And McPartlin. Again, look for options. Probably something for Ratoath to work on maybe in the second half and the next game. Just maybe the lack of movement around the middle of the field. This is good play here. Chance for another goal for Ratoath, and they're pulled on by Keane Rogers just as they came across, and it goes wide. So I'd imagine one of the last plays of the game. And the referee pulls that back, and in fairness to him, he was consistent in the first half for doing this, and he's pulled Andrew Culligan up on it again, and it is a throw in. Who's that? DG asking are Ratoath a safe bet for 3 in a row? Not so sure about that one. I think you need to look at Dunboyne, who I know had a draw against Green the first day, but they've been working very hard. Simonstown again would be a threat. Wolf Tones, who look quite lively so far in the championship again. And of course you'll have Summerhill as well, who are always threatening. But certainly they look very strong. I think they've a bit to work on today's evidence. But it is a sign of a good team that maybe they're not playing as well as they usually are. So coming out with the win. Sluggish start from Ratoath, 9 points to 5 at half time. Ball inside the square here as Quinn gets it to Sean Kern. Sean Kern pulls on it, and Sean puts it over the bar. just Conor McGill getting some attention there. So, apologies folks, I keep forgetting the score. 2-12 to 14 points, 33 minutes gone on the official clock there in Park Talton. Ultra Haran Tavelina Shut, Jason Boland, Leroda Stigga Evan Quinn, agus an pass law and shin, Neil Shakrin, agus Tan Cliha Creekna and Shut at Park Talton. It's a final score of 2-12 to 14 points as Ratoath march on and likely march on to the quarter final. Remember, 2 go up and 2 go into relegation tournament, I suppose, whatever you want to call it, but an impressive win for Ratoath in the end. Not impressive in the first half, it has to be said. They were a bit sluggish, not getting too much movement off the kick out, and Donaghmore Ashbourne looked sharp, some nice scores from them, but it was really that 10-minute period at the start of half time where Ratoath really turned the screw, pushed hard, got those goal chances and took them, and they are in pole position in this group. And as DG commented there, they'll still be favourites for the 3 in a row for the Fairyhouse Steel Championship. Well, there's nothing really much left to say other than thanks for watching this Ideal Bathrooms Meath GAA TV live stream. There's plenty more content been streamed from Meath GAA for free on Facebook and YouTube, etc. So watch out for it over the next couple of weeks. Sean Curry there just thanking for the commentary. No worries at all. I think we'll leave it at that, folks. I don't think there's much left to say. I've no one here to give some analysis or comment on it. Apologies that I wasn't able to, with COVID and stuff like that. There's restrictions on how many people get in, etc. So I did my best to give any sort of analysis and commentary at the same time. But we're going to leave it at that, folks. We're going to tune out. Thanks very much for watching, and sure we'll see you for a game in the future.